Title of this video is called Stop Downplaying Yourself. I wanted to I think I kind of addressed this before on months back or last year or whatever when I first started on my platform. It was kind of like a video where this guy was talking super duper intelligent, and he was breaking down how they test the weather and see if it's gonna rain. And it was just the way he was saying it. It was so many intellectual words, and the way he was doing it, it was cool to watch. But it's just like, it didn't, if you don't know about stuff like that or what he's talking about, like the chemicals and what they use to do it, you're gonna be looking like, huh? And this is what I personally feel like. Anything that isn't clear or whatever isn't of God. And I was going to add a clip on here of that to show y'all what I meant, but I'm on my way somewhere, so I'm just trying to explain it. But okay, the stuff that I break down on my channel, it's like, oh, these are like world government secrets and stuff, hidden agendas. They're and you see how clear that I'm breaking it down and explaining it. So that means that I have a high intellect, and it's not knowledge that I gain from studying. It's spiritual discernment or whatever. So if you're looking at my page and you can comprehend that, or you have looked at something before and you thought something was off, but because they told you that it wasn't accurate, or no, that can't be, or they, not you literally, but they addressed certain rumors, then you just automatically went and believed it. No, if you can see it, that means that you have a very high intelligence level or whatever. They always just try to downplay it and make it seem like you're stupid. One of the things about me is, if I hear something, I'm sorry, I'm walking real fast. If I hear something or whatever, and it's BS, especially like when I used to go to church and stuff like that, but most of the time in school, I start getting real bored or whatever. And it's set up like that because anything that is true, anything that is honest, anything that is legit, it's clear. It's not that you're stupid or slow. It's just that the way that they do it is set it up for you to like kind of like dumb yourself down. Oh, well, I don't understand that or whatever. Even like when I took the SAT, some people they pass the SATs, and some people they don't score as high. And it's not that you're stupid. Like, if you really just think back to when you were in high school, a lot of stuff that you were doing, you were just memorizing stuff. Memorizing it and then rewriting it down. Even with college, it's like you're just sitting there lecturing. It's like it's not really any room for like free thinking or really a lot of questions. It's like they teach you what you want to know. So therefore, if you don't understand it or know it, or able to memorize it and think how they think, you dumb yourself down. As a rebel, I learned how to think for myself, and I found out a lot of stuff that I think is pretty accurate. That's why I'm more into spirituality than I am into religion, because it's just like they're sitting you down and telling you. Now, don't get it wrong, I learned a lot of stuff in church, but it still doesn't leave room for free thinking, because a lot of stuff that they be doing up there, they be playing a game. That's why a lot of times at church, I'd be ready to fall asleep, but I could never say that out loud because people will call you the devil. It's not about that. It's like, it's the truth is clear. So another thing I want to say, I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch my breath or whatever. Another thing I'm trying to say is, you know how they say that the government, they can tell when it's gonna rain and blah 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 blah. Now, in your right mind, unless you're psychic or whatever, how can you tell when it's gonna rain? Unless you're controlling the weather. How can you tell a big storm is coming unless you're controlling it? It's a story on the internet about Elvis and how his bandmates were saying one time he reached up to the sky and he was able to open the sky a little bit or whatever. And basically what they're trying to say is he was involved in witchcraft, which I told you, Elvis was a agent or whatever, a narcotics agent, secret narcotics agent or whatever, from doing some research. But they said he was able to open the sky and something happened. I don't know what they said, if a storm came or something. A lot of people who, when you say stuff like that, a lot of people who aren't into, and I'm not going to say aren't into, because I'm not into like no practices like that. A lot of people who don't know about spirituality and about witchcraft and stuff like that, you say that and they look at you like you crazy. Especially like my grandmother, I used to try to tell her certain things about how people are doing. They can't do magic on you because you don't know about that. Go to Google, and it's not about looking at the exactly how to do the spells. Go to Google and look up spells and see how people can they can do magic and put stuff on you. They can do magic, make you think this way. They can do it's spiritual. This world is spiritual. So I always try to tell people, do your research before you be so quick to say this isn't it, this isn't it, because a lot of people are a lot smarter than they know. If I'm on my platform and I'm giving a whole bunch of information about stuff that's hidden and you can comprehend it, then you already know that you're very, very intelligent and you're very smart, because what I'm saying is like some big time stuff. I'm just breaking it down in a clear way for you to understand. So if you can understand it, then you already know you have some type of intelligence. So that's just something to think about.